it just be messing up. So I usually just go ahead and try to wait for it to work, but then it won't even let me know when I'm live. But I will say thank you for joining me. My name is Gloria Ward, and this is the Inspiration in 30. And we do this anytime we can get online, right? In order for us to come together and just get some inspiration within the next 30 minutes. Hey, Khadijah. And then just go ahead and enjoy ourselves. You have to let me know about your wedding, Khadijah. I'm still thinking about that. And I just wanted to come on and say happy Wednesday to you, ladies. I know I missed yesterday only because we are doing so much stuff. Like, I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm trying to get it all accomplished before the end of the year. And they on me though. They're on me. They're asking me to make sure I get some stuff done. I have my book coming out. I got to make sure I turn that in on Friday. I got these uh planning events. We're doing so much stuff. So, but what I wanted to say to you guys is, please, 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 be patient with us. Crushing the Ants. We are doing that workshop tonight at 7 p.m. We're going to have Miss Jackie come on as well so that she can really delve into the ants and how they work in your mind and all that stuff. I asked her to come because last week really had some. We really had some great questions that I really couldn't answer. So I wanted to make sure that someone who was very versed in the topic was present, so that we can get some clarity about some things. And then also remember, we have our Empower Her Soul Sunday, the 22nd at 4 p.m. So the topic is the power of forgiveness. So if you need some clarity, if you need to work on forgiveness, how to approach it, or anything, please come on to the Empower Her Soul. It's going to be a great session for us with our coach, Keisha Smith, and she's going to help us out. So, the other thing is that if you were on our newsletter, you receive our 2021 content calendar, which is all the things that we're going to talk about throughout the year in 2021. I keep telling you guys, this is the year of the woman, 2021 coming up. So if you are a business owner or thinking about being a business owner, if you want to be a coach or a writer or anything like that, this is the time for you to actually start to put some content out there. And we are looking for people as well. So if you know that you are good for the job and you can make it happen, go ahead and send us an email. Hey Marie, go ahead and send us an email so that we could go ahead and start the process and get everything worked out. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that we are also going to start our business workshops in January. And the business workshops is going to give you the soup to nuts on how to start a business, and also how to grow that business and really grow it, like I said, to the $1 million level. And also the action steps you have to take. It's going to be very intense. It's going to be something you probably won't like me as much, but it is all worth it in the end when you look at your bank account and you see just how much you've progressed over time. So we're going to start that in January. We're just putting the pieces together and the technology together, so we'll have something to communicate with, because it's not daily communication, but it's actually weekly. So we need to have some tools where we can actually, communicate and make things work. You know what I'm saying? So we can have some action steps. So in the month of December, I want you to start to think, and even now, I want you to start to think, what is it that you really want to do? If you really want to do business and you really want to be in business, and you are for sure, don't come if it's just a thought or an idea, or you think you want to, or it will be nice to have, because business is very intense. Okay. When you decide that you're going to be a business owner, it takes a commitment. And that commitment, you have to be patient, and you have to be able to wait, not months, not days, but sometimes years, for you to actually get it, for it to click, and for you to actually see some kind of results. Okay. So don't come and don't sign up if you feel like you're not invested in the long haul. Okay. It is fun, it's exciting. You will have the help, you will have the coach, but you will have to do the work yourself. It's like I can't lose weight for you, right? You have to be able to do it on your own, right? And the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, just to give you an encouraging word, what I want you to realize is that at this point in the game, where you are in your life, and that's why we doing all of these things, you have such a great opportunity to start, do, be, or have anything you want. I know there's a pandemic. I know the president still hasn't, given up his seat. I know that there's so many things going on, but what I need you to do is look at what you want and start to get focused. Okay? I want you to see the plans and the stuff that you have for your family, and I want you to zone in on where you want to go, not just next year, but the next 3 to 5 years. Only I say that only because it's going to take a while for the vaccine to kick in. It's going to take a while for this new normal to kick in, right? It's going to take a while for us to really adjust, but it's not going to take a while for you to adjust for your dream. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to take a while for you to put down on paper those things that you want to do, right? That's why we are working now in November and December. And in January, we're going to get the ball rolling so that we can scratch out those things that we need to get rid of, right? And get the tools for those things that we need to manage, right? Marie, I was telling you guys a story in the ants thing about where I went and the Cape and all that stuff, right? Which is a be continued when I come on tonight. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been sitting here and I've been saying to myself, how do you really want to grow? What is it that you really want to do and how you want to push? And guess what? Yesterday, I know they posted it. I went to go deliver that check for the Harbor of Hope for the Pink Week, which all of you guys have donated to and everything. And I thank you guys for it. And the most rewarding thing, right? The most rewarding thing that uh, I came across when I saw those ladies was the woman's story. She had the pink little bow on her head, right? The black lady. And she said to me, she came and she said, Gloria, she said, I'm so glad that you guys decided to do this. She said, I've been down myself, and we really haven't been able to have meetings or anything like that. So I've been staying with my daughter and her husband in order for me to get myself together. She said, I had 2 types of breast cancer in 2 different breasts. And I had to go through surgeries and things like that. And I'm still in it. She said, one of the things that people don't understand, especially if you are a single woman, and especially if you are in a position where you have been independent, how much you lose all of that when you are diagnosed. She said, she was a principal. She had to give up her job. She had to move in with her daughter and her son-in-law. They had to take care of her. They had to get her through the surgeries and everything. She is just bouncing back enough to go ahead and pull herself together so that she's in a position now to regain her strength and start to become an advocate for breast cancer. And then listening to the other lady story in the yellow, and the owner is the one in a purple mask, Teresa. I just said to myself, The little things that we take for granted is something that they cherish every day. They had a room full of wigs, y'all. And it was like, these are all the wigs that get donated, because when we lose our hair, that's our glory. And we want to be able to put some hair on and put our makeup on and just get through the day. And the other lady was like, well, when I went through mine and I lost all my hair, I had to look in the mirror and say to myself, you still beautiful, you still beautiful. And her husband was there. And her husband said, when she got diagnosed, the first thing that I wanted to do was fix it, but I didn't know how. I knew this was a journey that she had to go through. And so I said I was going to be with her every step of the way. And she said, Gloria, what made me cry? Because I told them a little bit about my story. She said, Gloria, what made me cry was the fact that I had, my husband, but most of these women don't have anybody. Their caretakers are not in a position to take care of them. Think about it, y'all. And I want you to think about it because I want you to see the position that you in and how much your life matters and how much you are so blessed and are here to do what God has told you to do. If you are in a sound mind and you have all the activities of your limbs and you are healthy, right? The guy said, well, most of the women, they after they lose their jobs, they're just at home. They don't have a husband. Some of them don't have kids. So you know what I'm thinking about, right? I'm thinking that's me. If I get diagnosed, right? God forbid, that's me. I live alone, no husband. I have family, but they're in New York. I have friends who love me. But who is really going to walk that journey? Right? Who is really going to walk that journey with you when it's something like that? And one of the things that they said was, these women, they still got bills, Gloria. So we try to help them with their car note. We try to help them with their rent. We try to help their caretaker who decided to take care of them so that they can get through the process. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God. And I'm sitting here complaining that I can't even get a freaking email out or a paper out or whatever, right? And I'm frustrated and stressed out over these things where these ladies are fighting for their life every day, asking God, begging God to get them through this. What the hell do I have to complain about? What the hell do you have to complain about? We are so blessed. We have so much to give. And it's not money, your time, your talent, everything. We don't want to waste it because we are stuck in fear and we are stuck in the past. Can you hear me? Where when we look at other people, they are trying to live day to day, begging God to be in your spot, begging God, crying out to be in your spot. So what does that have to say about us? Because we have a chance. God chose you, me, and everybody on this call. And he's saying to you, get the healing. Come on, Khadijah. Come on, Marie. Get the healing you need. Because I need you to do more. Come on, everybody else who's on here, because I need you to do more. I need you to get it right. I chose you to get it right. I'm giving you the opportunity and the tools. The only thing you have to do is walk in it. Take that leap of faith. Don't be afraid. I got you. I know it was hard for you. I know you don't feel good right now. I know people pissed you off and you upset, and everything that has happened in your life has burdened you. But I still need you. Remember, all of those people in the Bible that God has chosen who were not one-hit wonders went through some shit. All of them. Because what is the point? You got to go through it so you can teach it and believe it and have faith and grow. You can't avoid that. You cannot avoid that. And the ladies yesterday, y'all, I was sitting there and I was feeling convicted because I was saying to myself, I was like, damn, Glow, you are sitting here complaining when they are telling their stories about how they are just enjoying life. And the money that we raise for them, y'all, I mean, tears, because they were so excited. And I immediately, and Carissa, she knows, Carissa who works with me, we immediately decided that we're going to give all year long next year. Because you know what giving does? Giving allows us to take our eyes off of us and think about others, and it helps us grow. That was my lesson yesterday. They took me and they prayed over me and they loved on me and they did all of this stuff. And I told them, I said, I did not do it by myself. All of these women that is in our community who took the leap and stood up and gave their money and participated all have a story. And their story, when you hear it, you will see just how much we have in common. Right? And so the lady was like, well, Gloria, we don't have the means to go ahead and, do anything virtual. Why? Because the ladies are in their periods of, some of them are really weak in the hospital, getting out the hospital. So they can't really, like participate like that. But they said, when we are able to come back together, we want you to come back. And I told her, I said, I'll come back, but I'm bringing some women with me, because you have to see the tribe, because it's not me. There's a whole tribe behind me who believes and knows and wants to be able to heal and be better and grow. And that's what creates the change. That money that we raise, y'all, is going to help a woman pay her car note, a woman pay her rent, or a woman just get some groceries and get through the day. We did that. We did that. And you should be proud of that. And you should be excited about that. Because the blessings that you have given them, I don't care how small you think that money is, it is going to go a long way to help another woman just get through her process. So I thank all of you guys for believing in the vision, for stepping up, for putting your faith on the line, putting it out there, for sharing, for participating, because it helps, right? When we help others, it comes right back to us tenfold. And that's a true statement. And so, because I know that you are a person who wants more out of life, who wants to be able to get past all of these hurts in the past and heal, I want you to take it seriously. All of the things that are coming down the pipe, and yourself mainly. I want you to start studying and looking at yourself and really figuring out your next level of love for you. I want you to look at what makes you happy. What makes you happy? What puts that smile on your face? What gives you peace? What brings the best out in you? And if you don't know, sit with yourself and try to figure it out by writing all the things you like. And if you can't get past number 1 or 2, come to one of our workshops for something that you need. They are inexpensive for a reason, because it's not about the money. We need to pay our bills, but it's not about the money. It's about your healing. Okay? It is about your healing. Because I know that I'm bringing nations with me in 2021. I know that there are books in you, that there is teaching in you, that there is life in you. And I know that the person that is waiting on you to help them, they are still struggling, waiting on you to get your shit together. That mom that is outside struggling in that shelter, trying to get her kids together, and you already been through that, is waiting on you to show her what she needs to do to get her life together, how to rebuild her life. You experience divorce. How do you can tell a woman to go ahead and start to rebuild her life? How can she get over the bitterness and the hurt? That's not me. That's us. I don't have kids. So when I get somebody who got kids and they trying to figure out what to do and they all under this pressure, they can't come to me. I could tell her I got a nation of women behind me who has children, who have been through this before, who is ready to help you, to love on you, and to show you the way to go. We are all vessels here to do God's work. But the first thing we have to do is make sure you are prepared and work on you. And the only way that you know that you are ready is if you make a commitment to it every day. Every day. Doesn't mean you have to be on point every day. Let me say that. Because I'm not on point every day. You don't have to be on point every day. You could be lazy some days. Some stuff come up and you have to cry sometime. You just say the F-bomb and all that stuff. Because that's life. We have emotions. That's what happens. Right? But when you're helping someone else and you see what it means and you see the smile on their face, we were smiling in that picture. You just didn't see it. and you get the hugs and the embrace, and you feel their stories and everything, you can't help but change. You cannot help but change, because all of the simple shit that you think is so big in your life becomes this small, becomes really small. And you saying, wait a minute, I live in a 4-bedroom house. I got 2.5 baths, and I'm complaining that my house is small. It ain't big enough. I got a nice car to drive that got heat and air and everything. And I'm complaining that I want a bigger car. I need me a station wagon. I need this. I need that. Ladies, somebody's begging God to take your spot. Somebody is begging God to take your spot. Asking every day, if you would just give me another chance, I promise you, I will change. I will work, and I will live for you. Begging. And we get up every day and we complain and we experience hurt. We allow other people and things and outside stuff to dictate who we are and what we do and what we say and what we think about ourselves. We allow other people to tell us who we are because we don't know who we are. But guess what? We don't have to feel guilty about it. It is all good, because once you know better, you do better. Once you get involved, you'll start to see how powerful you are. Once you start to take steps towards your dream, you will understand the value of what true commitment and love and self-love is, and self-care. Remember, I can preach to you all day, but it's not until you walk the journey for yourself where you get to see who you really are. And you don't have to worry about doing it alone. I keep telling you guys that. Now you got backup. You got us as a community. You got backup. You can lean to the left and lean to the right. You can lean back and you can lean forward, and somebody's going to be there for you. Okay? The only thing you got to do is just want it and be committed. And I promise you, you will start to see your whole life change and everything around you. So understand and know that when you are taking your personal time, and when you are thinking about where you want your life to go, make sure that you are very serious about it. And 2, if you know that there's a lot of weeds that you got to pull out in order for you to get there, take care of it. That's all. That's all. Just do it. Like Nike said, just do it. It's scary. It's not easy. You cry a lot. You stress out a lot. But one of the things is that you're not alone. You learn a lot. And even if you so-called fail, you just pick yourself back up. Nobody's judging you, right? Nobody's looking to see, I told you so. Not in here. We fail so many times, we laugh about it. When we do our Empower Her Souls and we do our ant therapy, I tell y'all my stories. Trust me. Trust me, a sister be all over the place, okay? But I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know I'm not perfect. And I know that y'all got my back. And that is the comfort that I need in order to keep going. And it helps. So I love y'all. I gotta go. But please, if you want to come on tonight, I'm gonna put the link in right after this. And if you want to come on Sunday to the Empower Her Soul, go ahead and sign up. I'll get them to do the link for that. I love all of you guys. Thank you again for donating. I mean, we had a great time with them yesterday. I enjoyed every minute of it. And I hope that these words were so encouraging to you, where you can figure out where you want to leave your mark in this life, because it is the year of the woman in 2021, and you won't be able to ignore the wave. So you have to be able to catch it.